Yo, what is going on, guys? Season 33. I have been very behind on uploading these war videos. Just been other stuff going on, lots of stuff going on in real life, good stuff. But just been busy. So I'm about 4 to 5 wars behind. So what I'm gonna do is we're gonna combine 3 war videos into one here. I don't have like 10 fights in each one, so it's not even gonna be that long to go through it all. It's gonna take a bit, but yeah, 3 wars in one. So gonna get boosted here, and then I think I'm gonna go ahead and join Scout. Show you guys. I saw Taters do it in his war. Like before the start, he kind of like showed who he's fighting with the war. I think I started to do that in some of these. Definitely want to do that more. I just honestly I don't always remember. But the team we're bringing today is Tigra, Kitty, and Guillotine. Female only squad today. And so we're going to path 4. We have this Annihilus first. So I think I'm going to run through the whole path before we get into it. So we've got this Annihilus here. And then we have a Killmonger up next on path 4. Then we have this Jabari Panther. Then we move into section 2. We have this Mole Man here. And then just this Kitty. So only 2 fights in section 2. So it was really... Okay, start of war. I think this was pretty soon after paths were posted. Let me get in here. Let me take down these fights. Take this Jabari down so that I'm not holding anyone up. And then those last 2 fights in section 2, I can wait. I can literally wait like to the last 10 minutes of war to go and do them because it's just my fights. They're not holding anyone up. I can do them anytime. But these fights, gotta get them done now. So, Annihilus up first. This guy can be a little sketchy. Went for a light intercept, he didn't fall for it, but then went for the medium intercept, and he did go for that one. So, got some prowess built up, but it's sketchy, man. If I didn't know how to evade Annihilus's special one, I would be scared here. We're getting pinned against the wall, but there we go. Finally, bait that out. He throws it. Our intercepting game is pretty on point. We're baiting out these specials. He's not getting the unstoppable from the global, which is good. And I finally have a lot of prowess and enough power now that I feel extremely confident and can just start, intercepting, playing crazy. Here I'm going to bait a heavy and then go in because I didn't want him to throw a special 2. The goal here is to use my special 3, push him to his special 3, eat his special 3, and then kill him. I think it's the best way. I think it's the best and pretty much safest way to play Kitty Pryde, especially in Alliance War, and I'm just very comfortable with this strategy. I think it's such a good one. So here we're going to eat this guy's special 3. We're going to take absolutely 0 damage from it, and then we're just going to let him hit into our phase. Letting him hit into your phase, it does 2 things. It lets him take some damage. Each time he hits in your phase, he takes some damage, but also each hit into our phase gives us more prowess. So more prowess, the better. Throw another special, and he's dead. So, bit of a sketchy fight, man. To be honest, that fight was not easy, but we got her done. The start of it was the sketchy part. The ending, easy. That's pretty much how most fights with Kitty are. The start can be sketchy, but once you really get in the right rhythm and everything, it usually ends pretty well. Then next up here we have Killmonger. So go for the intercept when he has like no power to get that reverb going. And then we don't really have to worry about reverb for pretty much the rest of the fight because now I have prowess. As long as I have prowess, I can phase. And as long as I can phase, I can take no damage. So reverberation doesn't matter. It's irrelevant. And it's really nice to have Tigra this war. I hadn't had her for a lot of wars this season, but this one I did, which was great. Because Kitty with Tigra, it's a whole different ball. It's so much easier, and it just lets me play pretty much however I want, which is really nice. I can play as aggressive as I want, just being able to be passively unblockable anytime I dash in, as long as I have 10 prowess. It's wonderful. So here, I'm just chilling a bit, letting some of these weaknesses fall off me. Unfortunately, he throws his special 1 here, which is kind of annoying. I'm back up to 4 weakness. But I'm like, alright, this is annoying. Let me just throw this special. It's probably not going to kill because of all those weakness debuffs. It doesn't. It does some decent damage, though. How much was that? That was 20k. And then here he throws some hits into my phase. And managed to just get to my special 1. Throw it well phased. And he's going to go ahead and die from those passive incinerates. So he goes down. Pretty good fight. Those weakness debuffs were just annoying, but that's part of the fight. Gotta keep track of them. I feel like we did an okay job. And next up here we have a Jabari Panther, which in the last war, I don't know if it was this node or the node right before on Path 5, but we fought a rank 4 Jabari from Meta, which was interesting to say the least. It was a bit of a sketchy fight, but after having fought a rank 4, fighting a rank 3 feels like a joke. So yeah, went in here with supreme confidence. Fight starts out really well. You know, we get rid of her cleanse, then we go ahead and knock her down, get that fury going, and now we're hitting pretty hard, just going for intercepts. Here we get the ensnared on us, take a little bit of damage. I'm looking to, I think, am I going to get a cleanse, and then I'm just going for it, man. I'm just going for these intercepts. Throw my special to, don't even bother taking away the protection, and it's not quite enough, but with a mutant boost, it is. Another special 2, she's dead. But there we go. Section 1 destroyed. Now I think I had a date on this day, so it was nice. You know, I could just go enjoy my day. I don't have to think about war. And after I got home at night, our entire war map was cleared, and I'm pretty sure at this point we have a donut. My battle group has not died at this point yet in the war, and there's only 2 fights left on the map. This bull man here, and then a kitty pride next. So it's up to me to bring home the donut, which you know, can be a bit, it definitely adds some more pressure, but I work and play pretty well under pressure, so it doesn't really bother me. Doesn't really matter. That fight was a joke. This is a fight I was a little bit worried about. We got guillotine, you know, unduped, unbuilt going into this fight. But it's pretty much just, you know, do basic combos, because, you know, guillotine, she can't crit, so we're not going to be giving Kitty any prowess, and Kitty without prowess means she can't phase, and if she can't phase, she is very easy to fight. So I'm just going to be rinsing regular combos here, and I'm not even going to be going for the intercept. I wasn't entirely sure if I intercept her, if she gains prowess, because I know when I'm playing Kitty, if I intercept with her, I gain prowess, and I know that if either champion crits, you know, she gains prowess. So I was kind of thinking, like, if I intercept, am I going to give her prowess? Like, I wasn't sure. So I was kind of, I mean, there's not even a need to do it here, you know? Like, I literally can just bait heavies, play slow, and eventually I'll kill her. It'll just be a long fight. But I do end up going for an intercept at some point, and it does not give her prowess. So as soon as I realized that, I'm like, oh, okay. Well, then this fight's even easier than I thought. She is shrugging off the degens, which is kind of annoying, but I'm just baiting out her special 2s, getting my distance, and it's fine. Throwing my special 2s, we're getting our combo meter up there. And I'm blocking the first bit of her special 1 and then dexing the rest. So here I finally go for an intercept, and I'm like, oh, or actually it did give her a prowess. But yeah, not enough prowess to phase anyways, so she's dead. Just about 2% left to go, and there we go, she's dead. Or maybe it's because I parry stunned her, I don't even know, but she didn't get enough prowess to phase, so that's all that matters. We're good, and boom. 15 out of 15 items, itemless war. I see the rest of the map was cleared. Boom. First war down, we itemless, and we won. And we only had 1 death as an entire alliance. Pretty insane, man. Pretty goddamn insane. So, finally, we won. I think we had been on like a 3 losing streak. So it felt really good to get that win. Now, next war here, again, I'm going to be scouting out my path. So, we're on path 5 in section 2. We got Nova, Rhino, and then Killmonger. And in section 1, we only have 1 fight, just this Havoc here. So, there's some shock shenanigans that can happen here. We're just gonna be going for Warlock, and we should be all right. So, gonna get super boosted up here, like I do pretty much every war. You know, some people were saying like, oh, it's not itemless if you're using boosts, and it's like, dude, this isn't one of Brian Grant's, you know, challenges. This is Alliance War. If you finish the war with 15 out of 15 items, that's itemless. You know, boosting is essentially mandatory, especially at the level of war I'm playing. If I didn't boost, I wouldn't get kicked. If I didn't boost and I died, I would get kicked. That's happened to someone in 4 Loki. So literally, I can't not boost. That's not a thing. In high tier wars, not boosting, especially in my alliance. That's not an option, and it's not something I'd even want to do anyways, because I don't want to die, and boosts help prevent death. So always going to boost, but items are another story. So that Havoc fight was great. Any time I get to use my rank 4 Warlock, I just have a blast. And he has not let me down a single time in war. I don't think Warlock has really ever let me down in Alliance War ever, but especially since rank 4, he's been dazzling and pizzazzling and just wow, been really impressed. So next up here we have Nova on path 5. In one of the previous wars, I did this fight with Kitty, and we ended up taking quite a few special ones to the face, but I still came out of there with more than half health. It was fine. But this war I got assigned Doom, and I'm pretty sure I was told, well, I wasn't told not to intercept, but essentially I was told, like, you know, don't worry about intercepting, but like, you can't put me on a path that, you know, prioritizes intercepting and just tell me not to intercept. Like, you can't do that to me. I'm going to intercept regardless of the node, and if the node wants me to intercept, I'm going to intercept even more, man. Like, this is not how I work. Intercepting is like my favorite thing to do. So, like, you can't tell me not to intercept. I'm not going to listen. I'm sorry. And I mean, I'm not going to die either, because I know how to intercept. I'm pretty good at it. I've been, especially like over the last year, I've been really practicing intercepts mainly, and just really learning the AI and studying the AI, and I feel like I have such a good understanding of it with intercepting. It's great, and I want to make some videos on intercepting and teach you guys, but it's so hard to explain, and it's so, I feel like it's so ingrained like in my mind that it's like I don't know how I'd make a video really explaining it. It's really just a lot of practice. Like, I've been playing this game for like 5 years, and just so much practice with combat in game is, you know, is the main reason for it. But I definitely have some tips I think could help. I have some ideas for videos. I've been wanting to make a video on how to intercept for literally like the last like 3 years, and I still haven't done it. And it's just it's one of the videos I really want to make, but I don't know exactly how I want to make it, how I want to explain things, how I can really teach you guys. But I don't know, man. Eventually I'll make one. But here next up we have Rhino, which Kitty is not the best option for. Strife is, which my boy Sweetie showed us. But Kitty's still a good option, just a bit slower, but I think she is still a really solid and really safe option for it. So I'm gonna go ahead, build to my special 3, build up my prowess a lot, then go for the intercept, which is great. Chilling at 20 prowess right now. I could throw the special, but the Fury is about to expire, so I think I'm gonna be like, all right, I want to go for one more. Intercept, there we go, get it off. And I think I'm actually going to push him to a special 3 as well. I find it really fun to just push opponents to special 3, especially like opponents that I don't get to see their special 3s of often, like Rhino. I don't know when the last time I saw a Rhino special 3 was. So it's good to see, you know. It's funny to see. But I think this is honestly like the best Kitty play style in the game, especially in Alliance, where I think it's so good and so safe. Specifically, and that's what war is all about, man, being safe. So yeah, hit him with our special 3, gives us some power back. Get hit by his special 3 gives us enough power for our special 3 once again. Gets into our phase, he gives us some prowess, make our special 3 hit even harder. Drop another one, as DJ Khaled would say, and he's dead. And now I have one more fight this war. It's just this Killmonger, and normally I would use a small potion here to top up my health off, but I'm itemless right now, and I'm like, whatever, you know, 96% should be enough for this fight, because I kind of wanted to try to go for a back-to-back itemless wars. So Killmonger here, I've done this fight like already at least 5 times this season. I feel like I fight Killmonger like every single war, which is fine. Haven't really had any issues with him yet this season, at least. But yeah, we don't have Tigra with us, so we're not going unblockable on our phases, but that's fine. Right there, we dash right into a special 2, which is fine. I did that on purpose. It's actually a good way to get the defender to throw specials, and it's also really safe because you're phasing. So right there, a little unstoppable, but again, it's fine because we are phasing. We've got such a big save. Again, right there, boom. We hit into his block. He parried us there too. Actually, he parried me, and when I'm passively unstoppable, and there's no repercussions for me. Like, how many characters can get parried by a Killmonger and trigger his unstoppable punch and face no repercussions? Not many. Not many champs can do that. Kitty is one of them, though. Throw our special 3, and then special 1, that's lights out. That's 2 back-to-back itemless wars. 15 out of 15. You know, not a ton of action. Only 4 fights, but I'm doing my part. You know, I'm doing my part. And we did end up winning this war as well. 6 deaths, which is pretty good. So that's 2 war wins in a row as well, which was really great. We had some really tough matchups at the start of the season, so to finally go on a little bit of a win streak feels amazing. Now we're going to jump into the 3rd war. So, next war we're facing, I'm not even sure, I'm going to have to check, but we're going to be bringing in Dr. Doom, Human Torch, and Magneto. So they banned Ghost, Quake, Herc, which is pretty normal. We're going to go ahead, boost up a bit here, and I'm the first person to join, actually. First person to join war here. And I'm going to be taking path number 1 here. We have a MODOK up first, and we're just going to be using Magneto. So, oh, did I not already boost? Oh, I think I light boosted here. I think I only threw on like a 30% boost because I'm using Magneto against metal champs. Like, I could honestly do these fights unboosted, but I'm still going to boost up a bit. I think, yeah, I threw on a combat regen boost, which is, like, I just have a bunch of them in overflow, because that's definitely the gray boost that I use the least. I use invul boost by far the most, and power start ones occasionally when nodes or matchups, you know, kind of not require, but would make it so much easier. But, you know, there's not too many situations where, like, combat regen boost is, like, needed or, like, is, like, the recommended gray boost for a fight, you know? It's pretty much never the case. Pretty much never. Right there, go for the special 2. Unfortunately, it doesn't crit, but one more combo, he goes down. So, yeah, it's just good to get rid of those combat regen boosts, or otherwise they just expire. I literally have, like, 5 in the overflow, so, I mean, if I'm not going to use them here, they're just going to expire. So, you know, might as well. Next up here, we have a Gulk who I think benefits from the global. And, but yeah, he's metal. There is masochism here, so I do need to be a little bit careful when I parry. Make sure that my parries stick. And as long as they do, we're going to throw heavy right there. You see, I kind of backed off because I was expecting the masochism to trigger. And it didn't. Okay. I think Magneto is also turning off the global. You can see that timer there. Actually, I don't know. There's so many timers. Who knows? But I'm pretty sure he's turning off the global so that he's not even gaining the armor up buff. And if the defender doesn't even gain the armor up buff, then they don't even have a chance to gain the unstoppable passive. So, yeah, Magneto, really good matchup here. I go for the special 2 again. Doesn't crit, but then we go for a special 1 here. And that does the trick. So, you know, could be going for special 3s with mags, but I mean, yeah, that's boring and it takes time. So, you know, whatever. So, gonna go ahead, reboost back up. We're into section number 2 now. Again, back on path 5. Like, I got path 5 every war in section 2, which is fine. I'm not complaining. Like I've said, I love intercepting, so it's all good. We got this Doom versus Nova matchup again. And you know we're gonna be intercepting. I think I also have maxed out Mystic Dispersion, so when we get rid of any of his buffs, it's going to be giving us some power, which is nice. So right there, went for the light intercept. Didn't go for it, but then he dashed in, so we hit him with the medium intercept. There we go. Get that Fury passive. We can start laying down some damage here. And I don't even really want Nova to throw his specials per se, so that I can just steal his power, nullify his buffs. Just kind of rather do that. Right there, we staggered his unblockable buff, which is good. Right there, go for a little light intercept. There we go, got the Fury, got rid of the protection. Gonna go ahead and drop my special 3. This is gonna do some pretty good damage. I don't have Mystic Boosts on because, like, it's really not needed. But But yeah, this does a lot of damage. If I did have a Mystic Boost on, I'd probably put us to like close to 2 bars, I'd say. But yeah, gonna get him into a little bit of the Doom cycle. Steal some power, nullify his unblockable buff. That's always good. Here he throws his special 2, which I can kind of evade, but not gonna go for it in war. It's like a 50-50 if I can evade it. Right there we got hit, but it's fine. This is my last fight with Dr. Doom. Right there I just threw a rogue heavy and he dies. I mean, I'm Dr. Doom, man. I'm really not worried about dying to a Nova. And then next up here we have a Chavez. Gonna go ahead and throw on my Flame on here, and then I think it was Mad Cat or Psycho Billy that put Flame on the next fight, a Dragon Man for me. So that's gonna be great. I'll have Flame on for both of these torch fights. So I'm gonna go for a reparry there. That's just so I can build up 10 temperature instead of 5. Because every blocked hit we take from a Mystic gives us 5 temperature. Right there, hit a little intercept, and that was like the fastest fight I think I've ever had without throwing a special. That was like an 18-second fight. The human nuke, just nuking opponents down. And then next up here we have a Dragon Man, which is totally okay. I really do like fighting Dragon Man. I talked some crap last season though about him, and then I died to him with Kitty. That was just karma for talking crap. Taunt to get bodied. That's how the saying goes. But yeah, with Human Torch, this is a pretty great fight. Right here I get parried actually, which is pretty funny, but it's all good. I got a combat regen boost going, and I got the Ineptitude debuff also healing me from willpower. Hit a little intercept, get rid of the protection, combo into my special 2, and Dragon Man goes down. And that's not my last fight of this war. We have one more. It's a Civil Warrior mini boss here, and we're going to be going in with Magneto, of course. So as you can see, we are pretty boosted, but I'm going to throw on an invul boost just to be super duper extra safe. Just because I don't think I've fought this mini boss since the nodes changed. Last time I fought this, it was Rage, I think. So yeah, these are a lot of really new nodes, but looking at them, like, all right, Magneto should pretty much not care about pretty much all of this. So let's just get in here, start going parry heavy, and just be careful of the global. But as you can see, that when that timer expires, the defender is supposed to get an armor up buff. And then when they get that armor up buff, there's a 30% chance to get a passive unstoppable. But as you can see, when that timer expires, there's a good chance he doesn't even get the armor because of Magneto. Right there, he did go unstoppable. It's fine. Right here, I throw a special 2, and it does 185k crit. See ya! Lights out Civil Warrior. And that's my warpath. So that's 3 wars in a row, itemless. 15 out of 15 in items, which I have never done in an Alliance War season before, which I think is pretty impressive. A little slight flex. And yeah, this was perfect because I was behind on war videos, and 3 itemless wars back to back to back. I was like, you know what? Let's just put it all in one video. So yeah, and we actually did end up winning this war as well. We had 6 deaths again. So that's 3 wins in a row, a 3-win streak, 3 itemless wars. Look at this, man. It's beautiful to see the victory screen there, especially after having a bunch of losses. I think at this point in the season, we're 4-4. I think this was war 8. I think this was war 6, 7, 8. And yeah, we had 4 losses before these wars started, so now we're 4-4, neutral on the win-loss ratio for the season. So that is going to do it for this super mega war, triple war video, itemless. Let me know if you guys enjoyed. What do you think of this? Do you like having like a bunch of wars in one video, if there's like a common theme between them, or do you guys prefer just one war per video type deal? It also depends like how much fights I have. Like if I have like 10 fights and that alone is like a 20-minute war video, of course that would be on its own. But this one, didn't have a ton of fights, so kind of compiled them. Let me know what you guys think. All feedback is greatly appreciated. If you did enjoy and you respect the item list, I would appreciate a thumbs up. I really would appreciate it. Thank you guys. The likes really do make such a difference on getting my videos out there and stuff, and the YouTube algorithm and all that baloney stuff. It's weird, but the likes really do help. And we are pushing for 100,000 subscribers. We're less than 7,000 away now by summer, which is just insane. Thank you guys for all the support lately. It's been nuts. It's just been wonderful. Thank you all. Hope to continue grinding, keep making content for a long time. Love you guys to death. Peace out. More wars coming soon.